Hello, one and all. What is this thing? Metal detector. It displays the most valuable ore around you. Ooh. Sorry about that. I got distracted. Hello and welcome to Terraria. Put that stuff in the... Increases knockback, yellow marigold, copper ore. All right, we'll put the copper ore in you. And then I already have a loom, so I can sell this loom. And it's kind of freaking me out that I have a graveyard so close. I'm now thinking that I should probably move the graveyard. No chest detected. Chest detected. Oh, yeah. No shit. There's a chest detected nearby. Silver detected nearby. I don't care. Gold. Okay. Is there another way to use the metal detector? Like where it will point you in the direction, or is it just going to say like X is nearby and then not give you any more information to go off of other than X is nearby? Because if it doesn't point you in the direction of the ore or anything, then it's kind of not all that useful. No, no, no! Bastard. Almost had him. Almost had him. Did I kill him? I think I killed him. And he nearly killed me. Good lord. Okay. Let's go ahead and dig out some of this ore. Nope, that has a slime. Running away. Running away now. Running away. Okay, so where do I want to go now? I died over there. Maybe I go back over there and try and regain my my wealth, even though I don't think I'm gonna be able to. Life crystal detected nearby. Again, I wish it would tell me where that stuff... Well, I just picked up money. That would have been my money. Wow, yeah. Demonite detected nearby. Chest detected nearby. Okay. Life crystals nearby. A life crystal would be awesome to nab. I'm about 2 seconds away from... Nope, I'm less than 2 seconds away. We're pulling up the wiki. Terraria wiki metal detector. Metal detector is an informational accessory which informs the player about valuable objects such as ores, chests, and life crystals in their vicinity. It has a 50%, 100% chance to be dropped by the nymph, a rare cavern enemy. Okay. Metal detector displays the specific type of what was detected. For instance, that chlorophyte. When multiple valuables are detected, only one of the with the highest value is noted. Like most informational accessories, it does not reveal the location or direction of the detected object. Ha. Okay. Okay. That explains. So, I've just got to find this life crystal. There's one nearby. Around right here. We just gotta find it. So it's gotta be out in an opening. Don't life crystals emit light of some sort as well? Alright, I'm still near the life crystal, it says. And I saw demonite. Oh, here's a cave. Well, there's a chest and a couple more statues for my house. Granite golem chest. More chandeliers. Melee speed. I'll take that. Loot all. Life crystal is still nearby. I see it. What am I doing? I see it. Gloom statue. What? Why did a portal to the money dimension just open up? That's cool. Sure. We're still near demonite. I can't even mine demonite, so it's useless for me to even care about it. Oh my god, there's so much. Topaz. There is a mod in Minecraft called like Vein Miner, and there's like a bunch of other ones that do it. I remember I was playing with the T mod loader once, and I found a mod that let you do that, and it said like, hey, you can blacklist and whitelist everything. Like by default, a lot of the basic stuff like stone, dirt, snow, basically the major or anything that's not like somewhat regular material is all blacklisted. Oh god, oh god, hold on, oh god, okay, that was dangerous. That was dangerous. I remember they had all of that stuff though, and it was really funny because I went into the INI file for this thing, and I whitelisted stone. And I went up to an area, and my game went down for like 4 minutes straight. My game chugged, went down to like 2 frames a second for like 5 minutes. And then all of a sudden when it reappeared, it was just like PowerPoint slideshow effect. Just click, 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 click. And the loudest noises you could ever think of were just blaring in over my speakers as a massive area just opened up under me. Because I had, quote unquote, vein mined all of that ore. It was hilarious. And also very telling that, yo, you probably don't want... There's a reason those items were blacklisted. Alright, I want to build more house. This episode, we're going to build up more house. So I need wood. Because I'm building a wood house to start with. Okay. So we're going to expand out over this way. And then go up. There we go. Okay. That's not what I wanted to do, actually. That is not what I wanted to do at all. Shit. I had a plan. Believe it or not, I did have a plan relatively for what I wanted to how I wanted to do this, and I completely just forgot the plan. Okay. Now, my plan is not working out nearly as well as I thought. Build out to here. Oh, shit. There. Kind of looks like a roof. Kind of. Not the best looking roof, but it's a roof. Yeah, we'll chamfer those at 45. Okay, so now we go here. There's that. And then this can go like... Nope. Go like this. I have no idea what this place is going to look like at the end of the day. I have no like overall plan. I'm just building rooms to build rooms. Should probably have a topic to talk about as I do this. Oh, so kind of. I was really looking forward to Stalker 2 all of a sudden. Like, I realized that game was coming out. I was like, oh yeah, I played a little bit of Stalker, and I think I enjoyed it. So I was thinking, like, how am I going to play Stalker 2? And then I realized, like, oh, dumbass, I have Game Pass. So, yeah, I'm going to be able to play Stalker 2 when it comes out. But I'm like, I kind of want Stalker now. I don't want to wait until it comes out on Game Pass. So, dumb little me, what am I doing here? Thought it would be a real fun way to get into Stalker again by getting it on a console. Then I realized, like, hold on, there are free ways to, because I'm kind of cash strapped at the moment. I'm like, there are free ways to play Stalker in 2024. There are absolutely free ways to play Stalker. So I downloaded Stalker Anomaly. I loaded up and realized, like, is there a reason why people always don't say Stalker Anomaly, and whenever they talk about modded Stalker, they just talk about, like, Stalker Gamma? And yeah, I think there's a reason, because Stalker Anomaly is rough. And I realized I don't want to play Stalker because I actually don't enjoy playing vanilla Stalker. What I enjoy playing is basically anything else. There's my magic. And I'm realizing, like, if I want to play something like Stalker in 2024, I should play Escape from Tarkov. But I don't like playing Escape from Tarkov on the live servers, so I was like, oh, I could download single player Tarkov, SPT. And I mean, it's been this just downhill trajectory of trying to figure out, I was like, what do I want to do? Maybe I could do this, maybe I could do that. So I loaded up Stalker. I didn't buy the Stalker trilogy on console. Because I'm like, okay, I shouldn't be buying Stalker on console right now. Especially on, like, the PlayStation. Like, I have absolutely no reason to buy that game. I don't need it. I own it on PC. Yeah, shouldn't do that. What I've been doing instead is I've loaded up Stalker Anomaly, which I said I've put about probably 30 minutes into it, and I realized, like, all right, if I'm gonna play any little bit of Stalker, I'm probably gonna have to download Stalker Gamma, because there are gameplay changes that they do to that Gamma does more than Anomaly that make it into a more enjoyable game. But again, it's like, if I'm doing all this stuff, it's like, wouldn't it be cooler if you got Stalker, like, because I know someone is trying to make it, but if you brought the gunplay, because I realize, like, I don't actually like the gunplay in vanilla Stalker, and I could either get the really modified version of stuff, but then it's like, I like the feel of guns in Escape from Tarkov. I think they actually do a pretty decent job with how their guns feel. I think that's a major reason why people stick around that trash fire of a game. And say what you will, even people that enjoy Escape from Tarkov, only the most brainwashed, you know, suckle Nikita people are going to say it's perfect and without fault. Everyone is saying Escape from Tarkov needs massive changes to make it not just more friendlier to people, but friendlier to the people that have spent thousands of hours on that game. Because right now it's that weird thing where you're either going to really enjoy Tarkov as a or no, you really enjoy Tarkov about only after you've spent like 90 plus hours in it. Only after you've devoted a large portion of your time to Escape from Tarkov does it finally start opening up. And then it's another weird thing of, well, now that I've gone here, what the fuck? Okay, hold on. What am I doing? There we go. That's what I wanted. If you don't spend a lot of time in Tarkov, it turns out to be a pretty interesting game. If you are brand new to Tarkov, it's a really interesting. It's a horrifying experience. If you've played Tarkov forever, it's a horrifying experience, because it's like, oh my, it's horrifying in ways of like, this game is so broken, they're not doing anything to fix it, and they're actively hostile. Like, it seems like they're hostile against their own community, which is unfortunate, of course. And then there's definitely ways around it. And that, to me, that is playing single player Tarkov and modding it to be the experience that you like, you know, making things not so bullshit, you know, finally looking at the map and be like, those physics don't make sense. Why does this bullet do this? Why can't this bullet punch through this armor? Why does this bullet punch through that armor? You know, just the little nitty gritty stuff. And the long short of it is, I either have to wait until I get, or until someone completes their modifications of turning Escape from Tarkov into Stalker, which I know there are a couple of people trying to do that in their own ways, which is just so interesting to me. And then there's the group of campers of the other way, or other method for me to enjoy Stalker is probably just to wait until Stalker 2. And this PC is not equipped to play Stalker 2. I've seen some people complaining like, oh, Stalker 2 isn't optimized, and people with massive rigs aren't able to post amazing numbers. And it's like, okay. I mean, don't get me wrong, that sucks. If you spent so much money on your PC and it can't play the latest and greatest how you want, that can't be a good feeling. I've never had just spanking fast PC. I've never had that, so I've never had that displeasure of a feeling. I do know that running a Ryzen 9 5900X, a 2080 Ti, is not gonna cut it for playing Stalker 2 unless I'm willing to play it on like the lowest difficult or lowest visual settings ever. Now that said, I do own an Xbox Series X, and I'm now at the weird crossroads of like, do I buy Stalker on the you know what, we're just gonna have to leave it like that. Do I buy Stalker on the console in preparation for Stalker 2 so that I know what I'm going to be getting into in terms of console controls, because you know Stalker 2 coming out is going to be really interesting. And then I found out that like, oh yeah, Microsoft signed an exclusive deal with those guys. It's not coming out to PlayStation, or at least it's not coming out to PlayStation right away, day and day. It's like if there ever was going to be a game that everyone that everyone knows is going to hit the PlayStation, it's gonna be Stalker. Right? Like everyone knows Stalker 2 is going to come to the PlayStation. The only games that I would say that people aren't sure if they are coming to the PlayStation ever would be things like Gears of War and Halo. And at this point, with how Microsoft is handling things, it feels like it's all but been announced that work is going on right now. Like, how would we be able to port the Master Chief Collection? How much work would it take to port the Master Chief Collection into onto PlayStation hardware? And I don't think it would be terribly hard. It probably wouldn't be the easiest endeavor. Definitely not the easiest endeavor. But it's got to be far from difficult with how similar the consoles are to just being PCs now. It can't be that difficult to get that thing ported. But the question is, does Microsoft ever want that to happen? Because that would be like, I think if Gears of War and Halo, I think if Halo ever came to a Sony platform, that would basically be Microsoft kind of symbolically, at least, throwing in a towel and saying, we don't even view ourselves as a competitor to what Sony is able to do. Which is, I don't necessarily like the way Microsoft runs their business, but the last thing that I do want to happen is for them to throw in the towel. I don't want Microsoft to throw in the towel, because if they throw in the towel, that's bad news for the industry, in my opinion, because we're losing a competitor. The console market would then go down to literally just two manufacturers, and that two manufacturers that are not even competing with each other, because there's no way that you'd be able to say that, oh yeah, Nintendo is directly competing with the PlayStation. The last time you could say that really was the GameCube. That's the last time that Nintendo has ever really competed with anyone in terms of what they were doing. It was the GameCube. Everything else since the GameCube, Nintendo's been doing their own thing, and they've been rocking their own thing. They haven't had to do anything special to stay top dog, because they're basically a top dog in an ocean that's been exterminated. They're the biggest fish in a dead ocean. And it's not to say that they're doing things completely different. It's just they got airlifted into a different lake. And my metaphors are completely breaking down. But I hope you guys understand where the point that I'm trying to get through is. I don't want Microsoft to throw in a towel and leave the console market, because I still want, even if they're not, even this generation isn't a winner for them, I don't want them to leave, because they are the last thing driving Sony to, in the PlayStation division, to still give a shit, to still push forward with at least something. In the moment they're gone, I'm not saying Sony would just completely stop caring, but Sony no longer has a competitor in the market to drive them forward. All that they would be doing is cashing in, and they wouldn't be compelled, aside from their own drive, to push things forward. And there are certainly companies that do well with that. I think Valve does it pretty well. Microsoft in the beginning, I won't say they did it very well, actually. Microsoft from the beginning has always had the drive of other competitors that they're trying to beat at the other competitor's game. Microsoft has come into a game and crushed it a little bit, and then crushed it really hard, and then has fumbled the last two generations of their products. The biggest thing, and I have a lot of money, I have a lot of worth invested into the Sony ecosystem. So the last thing I want to happen is the next generation to come and it turns out like, hey, the Sony consoles just suck. I think the PS5 Pro is good for it, and right now I feel like with the release of the PS5 Pro, you have Sony in a position where they know they don't have to worry about anything, and they've been in that position since the press conference where they announced the Xbox One X, or the Xbox One, and Microsoft started doing all that. That press conference, that I think that E3, Microsoft went ahead of time of Sony. I think it was that press conference that you had people realize, like, this is not Microsoft's generation. This generation is going to Sony. I think everyone knew that very early on in that. And you had some people trying to be like, well, no, the Microsoft stuff. And I feel for those people. But they haven't had a slam dunk, and the problem is they're not releasing games. And I would say that the problem is that neither company is really releasing games. And that's a whole big issue as well, of just there's not enough games being released to make things feel substantial anymore. And I think the last time that we had that was the first third of the PlayStation 4 life cycle. I think that was really the oh god. I think the last 2/3 of the PlayStation 4 life cycle, you had a lack of drive go forward with Sony, and it's actually kind of depressing because they haven't been pushing games out, and when they do push games out, they either push out games that are stellar hits or they just fall flat on their faces. Helldivers 2, stellar game. I still hop into that game every now and then. I still have fun, despite the work of Sony trying to make undo that. Concord, I gratefully did not buy Concord, and I hope no one bought Concord. In fact, it doesn't matter if you bought Concord or not, because you hopefully got reimbursed for it if you did. But the fact that a game like Concord could come forward and not be canned is troubling to me, because it, at least to me, it's indicating that Sony doesn't have the best grips on what gamers want, and without a competitor to actively challenge them, I think that's how we get games like Concord. And I don't think Concord's going to be the last of the type of game to do that. I think we're going to see more and more games like Concord come out where it's just like, no one really wanted this, but you made it anyway. Why did you make it? Well, it's like, well, we thought that the market would sustain it and the market wanted it. It's like, but we didn't. Why did you think that we would? I was like, well, because of XYZ. It's like, well, you're just completely wrong there. And I think that's why you need more competitors in the space. And Nintendo is not going to see them. I think that's the main reason why you don't see a lot of Nintendo games come out, is Nintendo knows that they don't have to release games to stay dominant in their part of the industry, because they're the only ones in that section of the industry. And there's no way that the Switch 2 is going to change that. Nintendo doesn't want to enter into the market with Sony, and Sony doesn't want to enter into the market against Nintendo, because they both know that it would require so much work from them to compete against each other, and you can't blame them for wanting to take the easier road. I need to plant more trees. Let's go repopulate the forest. All right. Some of those have to grow. Right? Okay. I have an entire gold down there. Damn. Well, let's I guess I'll go for that gold. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button and subscribe to the channel for more content. I'll be back. This is a triple session for me, it seems like. See you guys next time. Hope you have a wonderful day.